Stop telling people everything about your life. I know it sounds simple, but you really think about it. Most of us do the exact opposite. We share everything, what we are feeling, what we are planning, what went wrong, what we hope will go right. And it feels natural also, right? Because we think sharing means connection. We think if we open up, people will understand us better, maybe even support us. But here's the uncomfortable truth: not everyone who listens to you is on your side. Some people are just listening, maybe judging a bit, to know more about you than they should. Let me give you a very simple example. Imagine you tell someone about a goal you're working on. Maybe you are trying to start something new, a project, a habit, a career shift. At first, they seem supportive. They say things like, yeah, that's great, go for it. But then slowly, their tone changes. They start asking questions that don't feel like curiosity. It feels like doubt, kind of judgment. Like, what if it doesn't work? Are you sure you can do this? Do you really think that is practical? And suddenly, something that felt exciting starts feeling very heavy, very non doable. And here's the thing: they didn't directly stop you, but they start planting something in your mind. That is doubt. And that doubt, it didn't come from your own experience, it came from sharing too early, too much with the wrong person. This is why not everyone needs to be told what you are doing, and not everything needs to be shared. Because the moment you speak something out loud and give it to the world doesn't always handle your truth gently. Some people will judge it, some people will compare it, some people will quietly hope you fail, some people will just feel very, I'm sorry to say, but jealous. So just so they can feel better about themselves. And it's hard, harsh reality, but it's true. Another example: have you ever told someone about a problem in your life and later regretted it? Oh my god, I think this will be an experience almost everyone would have had it. Not because the problem changed, but because the way they reacted made you feel even more worse. Maybe they didn't understand, maybe they dismissed it, or maybe they told someone else. Worst. And now suddenly something personal is no longer yours. It becomes a topic of gossip, dinner table gossips, a discussion, right? And you are left thinking, ki, oh, I shouldn't have said anything, but too late. And the problem isn't that you shared, the problem is you shared with the wrong people. Because the right one, they don't make you feel exposed, they don't make you feel small, they don't use your vulnerability against you, they don't turn your own story into entertainment, right? And the truth is, very, very difficult to find those people because such people are really rare. And until you're sure who they are, I don't think so you can give that kind of access to everyone. We live in a time where sharing is encouraged, of course. Post your life on social media, talk about everything, express constantly. And while there's nothing wrong with that expression, there's something powerful about restraint. Not everything needs to be explained, not every emotion needs an audience, not every plan needs validation. There's also something else people don't talk about. The more you explain yourself, the more people feel entitled to have an opinion about you. You tell someone why you made a certain decision, and now they think that they have the right to disagree or agree. You tell someone your struggles, and now they think they understand your entire story. They understand you better than you, but they don't. Because no one sees the full picture except you. And sometimes you don't even realize how much you're giving away: your patterns, your weaknesses, your fears, all of it becomes visible. And not everyone deserves that level of excess. Let me say this very, very clearly: privacy is not secrecy. You're not hiding, you're not protecting. There's a difference. You can be open without being completely exposed. You can be expressive without being vulnerable to everyone. Think about the most peaceful people you know. They don't explain much, they don't overshare, they don't feel the need to update everyone about their life. And yet they seem very calm, stable, grounded. That's not a coincidence. That's control. Because when you stop telling people everything, you start understanding yourself more. You rely less on the outside emotions, outside opinions, outside validations. You trust your own decisions more. And slowly, you become harder to influence, harder to be controlled. This doesn't mean you shut everyone out and you're just cutting them off. It just means you choose carefully who gets to know what, who gets to see which part of you, because, of course, your life is not a public property. So, next time when you feel like explaining everything, pause. Ask yourself, do they really need to know this? And more importantly, have they earned the right to know this? Because not everyone who asks cares, and not everyone who listens understands. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is stay silent. Work quietly, work secretly, heal privately, grow without announcing it, and let your results speak instead of your words. Stop telling people everything about your life, not because you're afraid, but because you finally understand not everyone deserves that kind of access. Please do let me know in the comment section whether you have come across such kind of people in your life. Let me know whether you have grown out of such people, grown out of that pattern, and let's build a community where you can at least share things without being judged. Thank you.